Top cut coverage, ladies and gentlemen. Those three magical words. Anthony with you once again. And we are on to Top Cut for Encounter 5. Now, I will mention this. There was not a feature match for Round 5 due to a combination of poor planning and just schedules not working out on my part as I scramble to get a setting corrected in OBS. But we are actually streaming all 4 Top Cut matches for the first time ever, and the first of those is Bethany Molina versus Steven Moss, Superion versus Peck Sharks. Should be interesting because Superion is looking for a comeback after I kind of ended his ambitions in the OI, and with that, you are clear to start. Alrighty, Steven is going first. Alrighty, Flipping Chomp and a Masher Mace comes down onto Ripper Snapper as the turn 1 play for that. Fireflight is gotta be attacked here, so Ripper Snapper going in for 4 with Bold 1, Fireflight blocking 3, going in for, holy, that's 9? 9 blocking 3, takes 6. Oh, are you kidding me? We're already off to this nonsense again. First attack of Top Cut, we've already gotten a live on 1. Are you kidding me? Dropping a handheld for the Enigma, it looks like. Bethany's also got a Designated Target and a War of Attrition in hand. Designated Target, I'm curious to see how that works out against this deck, because it is going to be key for getting Bolag off the field, but I don't know how much utility it's going to have outside of that. On Steven's hand, we have a Kinetic Intensifier Whip, a Beast Mode, and a Improvise. Flip Alpha Bravo to Bot Mode, draws a Heavy-Duty Plasma Blaster for turn. Again, that is the new name for HM Laser Cannon, and if you have not seen the update to it, basically it now only does 2 damage to one enemy and 1 damage to everyone else. 2 damage was too much, 1 damage to each wasn't worth it, so we just kind of combined the two, and it's proving to be fairly okay. Excuse me. So at this point, you have Alpha Bravo in bot mode. I don't think you want to send Power Glide in now, because historically, when you're playing Power Glide Superion, you want to be using him as a chump blocker for Superion once you're able to combine. Sending Skydive into Ripper Snapper, I like that move, because you really want to preserve Fireflight here for a big swing, hopefully. And again, we are having the Assault Formation Bellicosity issue. That is a thing on my end. I need to fix it at some point. But that is a Bellicosity, as you can see by me hovering over the card. So that is 4 from Skydive. Dropping a Heavy-Duty Plasma Blaster for Sparring Gear. That's a curious decision. Dropping Improvised for Processor on Steven's side. So that was 4 into 1 takes 3. Ripper Snapper would be looking pretty bad for health if it wasn't for the fact that, again, Peck gives +2 health to all Quintesson Sharkticons with 4 stars. So draws a Disarm. That's a very curious draw. So you probably flip Bolag to bot mode. Plays a Processor on the Baby Peck first. Makes sense since he has stealth. Actually, Bolag kind of puts the screws on Superion, so yeah, you flip Bolag to bot mode, and now if you're Bethany, you need to find a way to get into Bolag as soon as possible, which is where that Designated Target's going to come in handy. The question now is, how much additional damage can you pile onto him before you're able to fire that off? Because if you're not able to get too much, this is going to cause the game to turn into an uphill battle. Why would Steven send Bolag in there? Don't you want to be turtling with him in this situation to make sure that he doesn't just get pierced to death? So Bolag going in for 5, blocking 4? Yeah, blocking 4, taking 1. That's about as good of a defense as you could have asked for. Wait, are they considering dropping Designated Target? Doesn't pick up the smell. Good decision. Your cards in hand right now are just way too important in terms of the context of getting Bolag off the field. Personal Targeting Drone. It's Pierce 1, and you need whatever you can get against Bolag, so that's actually a fairly decent draw. I don't know if you drop the War of Attrition here, though. I think playing the personal targeting drone is absolutely the call. Flip air raid to bot mode. Okay, that could indicate going into Ripper Snapper. I don't know if I like that, just because of the fact that, again, Masher Mace bounces back to hand. Considering that Air Raid does have a fairly decent attack and Steven is playing an orange deck, I honestly think you save the personal targeting drone at this point and just go straight into Bolag. Maybe drop the sparring gear onto Air Raid. Yeah, just, again, Air Raid has a naturally higher attack, so unless you're planning on attacking with, like, Silverbolt or something, I think you drop the sparring gear on Air Raid. So, drops the sparring gear onto Power Glide. That's a decision that could go either way, I think. It's not an objectively bad decision. I just wonder why you would not put it on Air Raid in this situation. Then again, the 0 defense could probably be a tempting thing to do, to not do that, I should say. But Power Glide does have 2 defense, so that actually could make him a secondary version of Skydive here. Which, yeah, okay, now I see the logic behind that decision. Sometimes I just need to talk it out. I mean, Ozzy is very familiar with seeing that happen with every one of his decisions I question. Okay, so 2 base, plus the white icon, doesn't get a whole lot of Pierce. Power Glide goes in for 2 Pierce 1, but an Energon Axe was flipped, so that will be able to be picked up here. Goes into Ripper Snapper. That decision I question, because you want to get rid of Bolag. Drop War of Attrition for Energon Axe. I can speak. That is absolutely a good decision. So now, on Steven's side, Kinetic Intensifier Whip. Oh, because she attacked Ripper Snapper, or they attacked Ripper Snapper, excuse me. And where was I going with that? Oh, yeah, so because they attacked Ripper Snapper, he's a shark, so Steven can pick up the mace. That's very concerning. We'll see if that decision comes back to haunt her, or them. I'm defaulting to them because I don't know if I don't know what pronouns they prefer, so I'm just defaulting. Just in case anybody's wondering why I've corrected myself on that twice now. So, now that we're on to Steven's turn, you probably flip Chomp here just to get that bit of extra power, which he indeed does. Is it worth it to drop a grenade launcher to potentially get Skydive off the board, is what I would be asking here. Whoa! Disarm on Power Glide. That's very interesting. Disarming Power Glide. Grenade I mean, Beast Mode probably wasn't going to do a whole lot, so I guess it makes sense in the short term, I should say. So, Grenade Launcher on Chomp. Focus 1. It's a white icon from Force Field. And not sure who the attack was into. I was not paying that close attention. There's another Bellicosity again. This is a Bellicosity. You can see it by what I'm hovering over right now. So, 10 blocking 6. That is a dead Power Glide. Steven taking out the chump blocker for Superion. That is a good move in the long run. Putting him on, or putting what's his name? Power Glide onto Silverbolt. Drawing for turn on Bethany's side. So, drop. Oh, wait a minute. Personal targeting, drone dropping that for another Energon Axe. Definitely a good trade-up. And just a reminder, Power Glide's alt mode triggers when he battles, not when he attacks. So that means it works on defense as well as attack. So you can pick up Energon Axes on defense. It is really good. Anyway, so draw for turn now. So double Energon Axe, Sparring Gear, Designated Target, Scouting Mission. That is a very interesting hand. You don't have a wheel turn, and you're not going to be able to get that advantage. So now I see the logic behind the Ripper Snapper attack a bit more. In the situation where you can pump enough damage into him, that could potentially set up a situation where Designated Target could actually do something. But on the other hand, the fact that Sharks are an aggro deck mitigates your ability to possibly pull that off, especially since Superion is a control deck by nature. So that puts them in a situation where this is a thinker. This is absolutely a thinker. Because you don't want to send... One thing for sure, you do not want to send Air Raid into Ripper Snapper, otherwise you are giving Steven a free pass to get 2 Masher Maces on the field. And essentially 3 Masher Mace attacks in a full cycle. Flip Silverbolt to bot mode, shoot Peck for 1. I gotta remember how Silverbolt works. Ah. And when you flip, do 1. Okay, so Peck takes 1 from Silverbolt. Still has Power Glide's weapon mode. Energon Axe onto Alpha Bravo, so he's now sitting at, I believe, 5 Pierce 5. That's pretty decent, and probably it warrants an attack into Bolag. Oh, wait a minute! The minus attack penalty! Hopefully they notice Bolag and are preloading to go after him in a turn. Scouting mission to ping Silverbolt and draw 2. Heavy-duty Plasma Blaster, Equipment Enthusiast. So now in this situation is where I think you send Fireflight in. Try to get a bit more chip damage onto... Well, actually, it's probably a dealer's choice situation. I personally would go into Bolag, I think. Yeah, honestly, I'm not even sure now that I think about it. Fireflight into Ripper Snapper. Can't argue that decision. So Fireflight in for 2 flat. Takes 1. Again, that is not an alive on 1 because of the fact that the bonus health from Peck exists. So do they go for the Vampark or the Hand of Adaptus, or do they just skip them altogether? Personally, I feel like the Designated Target's a bit of a dead card. Yep, gets rid of that. Goes for the Hand of Adaptus. How many Vampark are they playing? I have the deck list pulled up. Only playing 1 Vampark, so there goes that. Draws for Processor. Ooh, all-out attack Beast Mode are the draws. That's a bit concerning for Steven. Yeah, for Steven. Well, not for Steven. It is concerning because Steven has them, I should say. I can English, I swear. So, if you're Steven, Bolag's looking like he's about to get punched. If you had a New Orders, that would simplify this game state massively, but you don't in this situation, so you gotta think, what is gonna be less painful to send in, Big Peck or Little Peck? And based on the fact that Little Peck has the processor, plus you do kind of need him floating around in order to put the screws on your opponent in certain situations, as weird as this sounds, I feel like sending Big Peck in is the move. You're not going to get Beast Mode because both of your targets are in Alt Mode. Flip Chomp. Masher Mace on Baby Peck. Possibly putting the Flamethrower on Big Peck as a preload. Yep, going for the Flamethrower onto Big Peck. Oh, and going for the all-out attack. Ow. Although, one of these attacks is going to be wasted into Fireflight, so that decision could come back to haunt Steven. So, Baby Peck into Fireflight, I think that's definitely the one you'd want to have thrown into Fireflight if you're the Superion player. Fireflight is definitely dead. There's a War of Attrition available, but there isn't really a good pitch in Bethany's hand. No greens on Steven's side. No greens on either side. And Muck Sergeant Peck into Skydive. Oh, Lord. That's what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? 8 pierce 3. 8 pierce 3. 8 blocking 3. 8 block... So takes 5? Alive on 2. That's probably... it's not exactly best case scenario, because ideally you would have liked a few more blues to stunt the Muck Sergeant attack. But only losing Fireflight because he was on 1 health. Okay, so what just happened? We have an issue. I gotta go jump. Okay, so we just had a misclick. The deal button was accidentally hit, so I just wanted to jump in and ensure we figured out which card would have actually been drawn. So there's now a shoulder holster in hand. Flip Skydive to bot mode. Although Bethany does have a wheel turn now. That designated target actually may have come in handy, funnily enough. But, hindsight is 2020. You can't really anticipate an all-out attack these days, because, I think Steven is, like, the only person to play that card, unless I think somebody, I think, played it in one of the Wastelands Harmony events. Axe goes down onto Air Raid. So in this situation, you have Pierce 7 on the board. Hand of Adapters for 4. Oh my god. Enigma, Handheld, Bashing Shield, heavy-handed. Not good draws now, but but they'll be decent soon enough. Oh, wait a minute. Air Raid has -2 from the Bolag hit. That complicates things a little bit. Wait, no, wait. That's just 4 Pierce 2. That's actually still pretty good. Alpha Bravo into Baby Peck. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Okay. So... oh, we gotta reshuffle. Six Pierce 6. Wait, what? That's 5, 6. Yep, 6 Pierce 6. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, wait, nope. I thought he had 8 health. He has 7. Masher Mace goes back to hand. Processor's gone. Baby Peck is off the field. That's significant. Dropping handheld for the Vampark. And next attack. Okay, so the -2 for Bolag has been remembered. You probably send Air Raid into... honestly, I'd say probably try and delete Ripper Snapper. Either Ripper Snapper or Chop. I don't think you go into Bolag yet. I know that's weird considering I was begging for them to go into Bolag earlier. Okay, sending Silverbolt into Ripper Snapper instead. I like that. Does not get the double blacks on Steven's side, so it is only 5, 6. Six no Pierce. 6 block 1, take 5. That's a dead Ripper Snapper. Okay. Masher Mace goes back to the hand. Dropping a Masher Mace for a Bashing Shield. It's decent. So... oh, we got a drop here. Bashing Shield for Sparring Gear. Yeah, Bashing Shield for Sparring Gear. I like that move. And now who do you send Air Raid into in this situation? Forcing Peck, Steven in order to have to play, uses Upgrade for turn on Masher Mace if he wants to keep Peck at full offensive power is pretty decent. Going in for 4 Pierce 2. Oh, wait, 5 Pierce 2. 6 Pierce 2? Where are you getting that number from? Hold on, what? I gotta go jump in. Attack was 5 Pierce 2. There was just a bit of a miscalculation because I think we all collectively forgot Air Raid had 4 attack for a moment. So, Peck blocks 3, takes 2. There goes the Flamethrower. So, again, Steven now is in an odd choice where he has to choose between either Masher Mace or the Matrix. Untap. Draw for turn. Fight for position. He doesn't get Peck. He doesn't have a processor. Things are actually looking fairly decent for Bethany. And keep in mind, this is without having played any of the arc support that's in their deck. Like, looking at the deck list, hasn't played Spoils of War, hasn't played Plasma Blaster or Vampark Ribbon. Did we just find... Matrix onto Peck, so that's the decision he goes for. He does have the ability to use Beast Mode right now. I should probably mention that now. All of Bethany's characters are in bot mode. So... there it is! Beast Mode on Chomp. Going into Air Raid. Maximize the damage on the field. I like that move on Steven's part. So, we gotta reshuffle. So the attack is gonna probably nuke Air Raid, considering the fact he only has 2 defense after flips. Bethany does have a ton of cards in hand, though, and is 1 flip away from combining. My question is, do you want to in this situation? Because... without a Power Glide on the field still in his, alive mode, I don't know if combining into Superion is the best move here. So, 11, and reminder, these assault formations are bellicosities due to a visual glitch on my end. Okay, that's a dead Air Raid. So at this point... So Chomp has 8 health. That is what is causing, I think, the biggest problem here right now. I don't think Superion can get the firepower needed. Draw for turn. It was a data bank on top. Okay. So I feel like any play where you delete Chomp is gonna require the use of a shoulder holster. You still flip Fireflight to bot mode for sure. Yeah. The shoulder holster play, I think, is the best move. Hold up. We gotta. Okay, so, shoulder holster was, nothing. It was a smelt. And... out comes the boy. Oh, he's got 2 weapon slots! Oh, no! Wait, how much damage does he have? Okay, 24. Okay, that math was already calculated. So, 8 plus 7 is 15. Plus 6. Ooh, doing 3 to bowl lag. I like that. So, 15. Superion into Chomp. Yep, that checks out. Okay, 24 on Superion. And the attack is for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, pierce 8. Yeah, that's a very dead Chomp. Okay, yep. I was hesitant about that move, but it did guarantee that Chomp was deleted, so in the long run, I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. Grabbing Smelt by dropping at Databank. The one problem in this situation is you do not have an armor on Superion. He has the inbuilt Tough 2, which at least mitigates this a little bit. But Steven is probably going Masher Mace fight for position on a big almost said Big Chomp. Big Peck. So, flipping Peck to bot mode for a +1 attack. Masher Mace. Fight for position. Here we go. Can Superion survive this onslaught? 6 with bold 3. Oh, 7 because of the Shark Matrix. So, 8, 9, 10. 10 Pierce 3, or 10 Pierce 2. That's actually not too bad. Ten Pierce 2, yeah, that's honestly pretty good. 10 blocking 4, taking 6. Up to 30. Okay, Bolag in next. Oh, only for 3 Pierce 2. That is significant. That's a block. Well, blocking takes the Pierce 2. But that is significant. Okay, so now we get to an interesting decision. Do you try to punt Peck, or do you try to punt Bolag? You have a Smelt in hand if you're Bethany. Draw for turn. New designs. I don't think you play Plasma Blaster. Let's start with that. You do not play Plasma Blaster in this situation. As weird as it sounds, I also do not think you play Vampark either. I think the move is going to try and delete Peck. You have heavy-handed Sparring Gear. Sparring Gear will help defend against any shenanigans that come on the crackback from Bolag. Because if you drop the heavy-handed, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, Pierce 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That puts you 1 away from killing Peck. You just need a single black icon and you got him. And then Bolag only has 3 attack. Plus, again, you really don't care about his weapon thing right now because you're already loaded up thanks to the shoulder holster. Yeah, I think any situation involving playing a weapon is inherently flawed just because of the fact that Bolag is still on the field. And I will say, if Masher Mace gets back to hand, so what? Steven already has another one in hand. Bolag only has 3 attack compared to the 5 of Peck. And as much of his insignificance as that might seem, again, if you've been following this game for long enough since cancellation, Alive on 1 is kinda prevalent a lot. So every point counts. You need to do whatever you can to eliminate this. We are having a really good thing. Replacing Power Glide. What? Going for the Vampark play. Ooh. So -2, so that's now 6, 7, 8. So currently going in for 8 Pierce 5, which guarantees the heal, I should mention. Because again, Vampark was changed, so that way you have to do 5 damage in order to recover it, so a force field can block it. Just gives a bit of counterplay there. So that's 8 Pierce 5, goes up to 10 Pierce 9. I still think you play the heavy-handed in order to try and delete Peck. Goes for the heavy-handed. Alrighty. One black icon does it. One black icon does it. Into Peck. Here we go. Gets it. That's a dead Peck. Because that is 6, 7, 8. Because -2 from Bull Leg. So it would be 10 normally. -2 is 8. 9, 10 from heavy-handed. Pierce 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pierce 10. What? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10 Pierce 10. So yeah, there was a bit of miscalculation there. 10 Pierce 10 is the correct swing. I've double-checked this like 5 times. Superion heals 2. Grabbing the War of Attrition. Ooh, I like that. That could potentially... If you're in Steven's mind, that could potentially tip off that you're close to firing a War of Attrition, so you need to make something happen now. Could force him into a bit of desperation, which I like. I don't know if that is the intent, but either way, the mind games there are incredible. So, draw for turn. Lose the initiative. Yeah, that ain't helping you, but you do have a Masher Mace in hand. No offensive action, which helps. Going in for 3, 4, 5... Wait. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blocking 1. 8 blocking 2 takes 6. How did the health counter ended up under Superion? 36. I accidentally hit a wrong button. Stand by. My mouse is being weird again. Okay, there we go. 39, yeah. Dropping new designs for another War of Attrition. You take what you can get. We have an untap. Designated target. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Okay, sorry about that, folks. So you have 10 attack with Pierce 5. You need 3 damage. Honestly, replace the Vampark with Heavy Duty, play the 2 War of Attritions, and you're golden. Two War of Attritions. That's up to 5, and then Heavy Duty Plasma Blaster to do 2 to him, which puts him up to 7, and then you have Pierce on board. That's game! And I would like to point out that if this was Armed Hovercraft, it would have done the same thing, because he'd be at 6. Superion currently has Pierce 5. Would have been Pierce 6. Yeah, even if this was just an Armed Hovercraft, it would have been the same. Eight, and that is a dead Bowlag. And that is a Game 1 win for Bethany with Superion. And now I've got to go be a ref. Okay, so we have I think a swap on Steven's side. I'm not sure for what, though. So that's 14 stars he just removed. Because 8 plus 6, yeah, that's 14. Bringing in Gilthor. Ooh. I guess I could have checked that ahead of time, but I didn't. So, 3 wide now. This is curious, because those designated targets that Bethany is holding on to are gonna be pretty interesting. Although I just looked at the star card in Steven's sideboard, this could get very interesting very quick. But while that sideboarding process is happening, it is that time again where I start talking about things in the middle of a sideboarding process. And again, the Wave 9 beta is still ongoing. These cards that are in Wave 9 are still in testing, so we're still looking for more data on them. This event is providing a whole host of it, mind you, but there are still going to be some changes after this event concludes to try to get everything into as much of a balanced state as we can. And we do need data on how those changes end up working. So if you want to help with that, all the information you need is over on Transformers.cards, and if you want to chat with the rest of us testers directly, Transformers.cards/Discord is where you want to go. Again, all the information for the Wave 9 beta over on Transformers.cards, and head to Transformers.cards/Discord if you want to talk with the testers directly about your findings. So, Steven is still in the sideboarding process, and let's actually look at the sideboard in question. So, Disarm, I'm unsure about. Enforcement Batons, I think you absolutely take. Espionage would definitely help with the Enigma situation. Heat of Battle, maybe. I'm not too sure. It's more orange than it is black, so probably not. New Orders isn't as good, considering the fact you've just sided out 3 of your targets for it. Reflect Damage is funny, but, no. Tripwire would actually be fairly decent. Snare, debatable, because, again, it's a blue deck. And then that comes down to the star card. He's playing Vandalize. He's playing Vandalize as his star card. If he manages to drop that at the right moment in this match, that could instantly flip things on its head. As for Bethany's sideboard, Nobles is completely useless in this situation. Smelt wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here. Yeah, Smelt wouldn't be that bad. Spare Parts would be interesting, but I don't know how relevant that is. Hollow Matter is... It stops the damage from Gilthor, but it doesn't stop the flipping of... Oh, wait a minute. That's why he sided into Gilthor. That's not good. Severed is not really relevant here. Mirrored Response Mode, Lion Weight in the sideboard, that's very curious. Yeah, I'm honestly not sure what they sided into here. So, it looks like we're getting set up here. Okay, it looks like I think we're all set to go. Oh, nope, looks like we still have a bit of sideboarding going on. Looks like we're all set. Alrighty, damage from the strat is assigned to Power Glide, Air Raid, Alpha Bravo, and Silverbolt. And looks like we are drawing here. And we are waiting. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Steven is going first. That's an opening hand, to say the least. Somebody's in for a World of Hurt on turn 2. That's all I'll say. Ay. Flip Gilthor to bot mode. Get that engine online. Again, this ult mode is going to be nasty. Sending Chomp in. Going into Fireflight as has to be done. There's a Bellicosity. 6. 6 block. 5. Take 1. Takes 1. Okay, that's a good start. Okay. War of Attrition for Smelt, it looks like. Going for personal targeting drone, even though this swapping was done out of sequence. I'm not going to be overly pedantic about it, though. Because it seemed like Steven was going to do it regardless. Going for the personal targeting drone on Bethany's side, Master Mace on Steven's side, and over to Bethany's turn. Now, this is about where I'm about to suggest something really stupid. Flip Fireflight to bot mode. Spoils of War, what?! Spoils of War coming in to heal 1 from everyone. Except Skydive, because Skydive didn't have any damage. Flip Alpha Bravo. Skydive into Chomp. Going in for 3 Pierce 3. 3 Pierce 3, you take it. Oh, he sighted in the Reflect. Oh, that's for the Superion trigger. Oh my god, he sighted in the Reflect damage. So blocking 1... Wait, how much defense does Chomp have in ult mode? 1. So takes the Pierce 3. That is how that works. Dropping the Master Mace for the Reflect damage, excuse me? Oh my god, he is scared of that Superion combine. Draw for turn. There's an Erratic Lightning. Flip Gilthor. Flip Alpha Bravo and do a damage. That is just... That is going to be very annoying. Oh, and here comes the Brainstorm. New orders to untap Chomp and Turtle with Gilthor. And Guilty or Innocent to turn off the Tough. This is gonna hurt. Okay, honest question for the audience. Does anybody else consider this a violation of the 8th Amendment? This is just excessive. Going in for 7, 8, 9 Pierce 1. Oh my. 9 blocking. Oh, wait a minute. 9 blocking 3. Wait, what? Skydive only has 1 defense? Oh, Skydive only has 1 defense. Okay, so 9 blocking 2 takes 7 alive on 1. Are you serious? Grabbing the Spark Gear via a heavy-duty Plasma Blaster. And now you got another shot at Chomp, with less defense, I might add. Okay, maybe that Spoils of War wasn't as good as I thought it was, because now you're in a situation where you can't play that Energon Axe on anybody who other than Skydive, who, spoiler alert, has attacked. I'm not questioning... Wait, how did he... Oh, he got a damage from Gilthor! I will say this. I am not saying the Spoils of War play was a bad idea by any means. I'm just saying it stings a little in this exact situation. Sparring Gear onto Fireflight instead. So, sending Fireflight into Chomp. Gets a Pierce? 1 Pierce 1 after, you know, taps with attack and stuff like that. So, no greens on either side. Draw for turn on Steven's side. Of course. Bashing Shield off the top. Flip Gilthor. Bethany's at least going to have one character in bot mode after this turn, so that's at least... Or after next turn, I should say. There's the Bashing Shield to get rid of the Sparring Gear. And doesn't have any orders to turtle with Gilthor anymore, so in he goes. For 9. Blocking 2, 3, 4, 5... 8 blocking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, takes 3. That's about as good as you could ask for, honestly. Draw for turn. I mean, that is a guaranteed Pierce 4 against Chomp, but... Do you really want to be wasting a heavy-handed on Chomp of all things? It's not ideal, but I mean, there are situations where you would want to do it. I'll just say that up front. Looks like going for a Silverbolt flip, potentially. I'm honestly not sure what you do here. Hand of Adaptus is, I don't think, necessarily the best idea, because that's only drawing you... I mean, it's a draw 2 in that situation, so it's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, it's pep talk at that point. Heavy-handed, again, guarantees a deletion of Chomp, but do you really want to be doing that? Flipping Silverbolt, doing a damage to Gilthor. Can only put the axe on Alpha Bravo, and I don't think you want to send him in right now. Never mind, we're going for that play, I guess. Wait, no, preloading onto Alpha Bravo, heavy-handed onto Silverbolt. We're getting the best of both worlds here, folks. And Silverbolt and the Chomp. And there's the Vandalize I mentioned earlier. It's a 5 Pierce 4. That's a dead Chomp, okay. You're gonna get a wheel turn on Gilthor here. That is huge. Heavy-handed coming in clutch. Take the shot. That is unfortunate. I mean, you gotta flip Gilthor here, but the... Ow, as I accidentally punched my desk. Who am I kidding? You flip him and flip Alpha Bravo. You do not want to give Silverbolt an extra point of damage. And back to alt mode we go. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's going to be like that this whole game because Gilthor is here. So now, you just said Peckin. I honestly don't think it's worth it to play that Take the Shot. You keep the Reflect damage in hand. You save the Take the Shot for something that can actually be useful. And Peck going in. Speaking of stuff that's useful. 6 Pierce 1 into Fireflight. Blocking 5 takes the Pierce 1. No greens on Bethany's side. Drop to take the shot for the Matrix. Okay. That doesn't help Gilthor, but it does help Peck while also giving him a bit of extra damage. Or a bit of extra defense, I should say. Shoulder Holster is the draw. Flip Alpha Bravo. Okay, now is a good time to Hand of Adapters, probably. Actually... yeah, the way the board is set up, I actually think... oh, wait, it's a wheel turn. The way the board is right now, you actually may be able to get away with holding that Hand of Adapters for a turn. Goes for the Shoulder Holster. Armed Hovercraft onto Alpha Bravo. Pew. Wait, isn't he a specialist? Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Okay, so Shoulder Holster does hit the Armed Hovercraft, but it does not trigger because, unfortunately, Alpha Bravo is a specialist. Draws... game. Well, at least it's treating both players equally bad on the draws, so... yeah. 6 Pierce 6. Block 3, takes 6 from Gilthor. Or for Gilthor. 6 Pierce 6. Ow. And Power Glide. Power Glide into Gilthor. I gotta jump in real quick. Okay, so just had to jump in there and remind Steven of cards not being in the scrap. We all forget that rule at some point. If it's just a fact matter of playing this game, you know. Anyways, so Power Glide going in for 3 flat, and that's a block. Matrix for a processor. Handheld for Bashing Shield. That's definitely a good pick. Even if the amount of armors in Steven's deck are fairly limited, so. Air Raid into Gilthor. Whoa! I know what happened. Oh, they've already fixed it. Never mind. 3, no Pierce. Here, I'm gonna jump in and slide these out of the way. Because I can do that. Because for those of you wondering, for stream matches on TTS, I host the room so I can see both players' hands, which means I can jump in and move things around when needed. Like in situations like that. And we have an untap with Gilthor taking 7 damage, mainly from Alpha Bravo, or 6 damage, I should say. Mainly from Alpha Bravo, or exclusively from Alpha Bravo, actually. Draw for turn on Steven's side. He now has an Espionage in place of the Reflect damage. Another take the shot. Are you serious? What is this game doing right now? Flip Gilthor. Processor coming down onto Gilthor. Espionage calling blue. That gets a War of Attrition out of the hand. Green, I guess the combiner. You think green would be in the call, but in the case of this match, that is actually a very good break for Bethany. Fireflight is still kicking, so that causes at least a slight complication. So, who do you send in here is the question. Because if you send in Gilthor, that's just another Pierce 6 smack from Alpha Bravo. Gilthor into Fireflight for 7. There's another Enigma. The old saying goes, you can't thought seize your opponent, you can't thought seize the top of your opponent's deck. That's what the phrase is. Either way, Fireflight is very dead, but he has served his purpose very well. So now do you drop the bashing shield or the targeting drone for the Enigma? Actually, you're 3 flips off from combining. Although Gilthor has had a bit of a hole in his defenses opened up because of the fact that, he attacked Fireflight instead of setting in Peck. Grabs the sparring gear instead of the Enigma. That is a very interesting decision. Then again, with Gilthor on the field, it is going to take a bit longer, so you have a bit more time to go fishing for the Enigma. Although, you have a personal targeting drone in hand. Are you kidding me? Hand of Adaptus off the top. You get to flip somebody, probably air raid, and draw 3, so that's amazing. Why would you not put personal targeting drone on Alpha Bravo? That essentially guarantees Pierce 7. Wait. Nope, never mind. I thought Alpha Bravo had 3 attack. My bad. Never mind. So that is definitely the correct play. Hand of Adaptus to draw 3. Armed Hovercraft, Shoulder Holster, Data Bank. Ooh. Skydive into Gilthor. Had a bit of an accidental misclick there in terms of flipping Gilthor, but that was easily corrected. So going in for 3, Pierce 1. You take the extra damage. 3 Pierce 2. Oh, personal targeting drone. I'm like, where's the Pierce 2 coming from? So up to 9. 6 puts it at 14. Wait, no. 6 plus 9 is 15. I can't do math. Draw for process. Bellicosity improvised. The Bellicosity is decent. But not when you're attacking a character that's alive on 1. Flip Gilthor, flip Alpha Bravo. We're going through this rigmarole again. Slowly picking away at him. There's Bellicosity. And going in where he has to. Wait, why would you play the Bellicosity? So, Bethany pointed out that Skydive did not need a Bellicosity to die, though he did block 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that would have gotten the kill without the Bellicosity, I think. So the Bellicosity was wasted. Skydive is dead. Personal targeting drone scraps the processor. Moral of the story here, folks. Pay attention to the game state, because Steven admitted to not noticing that Skydive was alive on 1 a few moments ago. Watch the game state, folks. Watch the game state. Draws an Energon Axe, sure. I just threw a pen halfway across the room. Whoops. Fortunately, you do not have a scouting mission in hand, so that doesn't help matters in terms of trying to get an Energon Axe onto the field. Although you could just replace the armed hovercraft on Alpha Bravo. That's always an option. Alpha Bravo back to bot mode, in case I didn't already mention that. So that would put Alpha Bravo's attack to 8 Pierce 7? Yep, goes for the double Energon Axe. God, this is insane. So 8 Pierce 7 is currently the swing. Needs a black icon to get it. Alpha Bravo into Gilthor. Does not get it! I think we're gonna have it alive on 1. Oh, no. Like, I'm gonna be honest here. I think Bethany has the more favorable position right now. But still. Can this meme please die? Free Gyrick when? Oh, it's a wheel turn! There's the Pierce. Power Glide in for 2 Pierce 2. That is a dead Gilthor. I didn't even notice it was a wheel turn. And Peck is about to, have some nasty things happen to him. Silverbolt in for 3. Block 2, take 1. And a take the shot gets played off of Peck's ability. So, again, how this works, when one of your Sharks or Alicons takes attack damage, you may play a rolling action. And this will automatically untap at the start of Steven's turn. Looks like we're going to drop a Data Bank for the Smelt. And we have one more attack. Air raid in for 4 Pierce 1. Blocking 3, taking 1. This is always one quirk of Steven's decks that are always hilarious. He just plays just enough blue so that way there's actually, like, potential chaos on defense flips. In this case, it's not too chaotic, but it happens a lot, so it's just hilarious. Armed Hovercraft dropped for Aerial Bot Enigma. With Gilthor off the field, 2 turns away from combine. Though I don't think it may be... Actually, it might be needed just because of the fact that, well... You have an Alpha Bravo with 2 Energon Axes. Maybe you don't need Superion. Although, Peck could just come in here, depending on the draw. This game has just not been treating Steven well. Good lord. This is just insane. Flip Peck to bot mode, might as well. Scrapping the take the shot. Playing an all-out attack for meme value, sure. You got the bold 1 on the all-out attack. Going into Alpha Bravo with bold 1. So 6, 7, with 8 with a white icon, 9. 9 blocking. That is a dead Alpha Bravo. Okay, now you need Superion. But you have enough time to get Skydive and Fireflight flip the KO area to make it happen. Drop Improvised for a, almost called it an Enigma, a Matrix. Draw for turn. Vampire. Eh. Not great. Not bad. Flip Fireflight in the KO area. God, that's a tongue twister. Flip Fireflight. And then... I mean, it really doesn't matter who you send in here, because they're probably going to get punted by Peck. So you, in that case... Oh, wait, do you just use Power Glide as a chump blocker here? Sparring Gear on Air Raid. And sending in. Power Glide into Peck. 3 Pierce 2. Somehow blocking 3, he says. Dude, you play enough blues into the deck in your decks where this could happen. You should not be surprised by this. Oh, wait, we have a wheel turn. So Power Glide goes in for 3 Pierce 2, takes 2, up to 4. Going in for 3 flat. Block 1, take 2, goes to 6. Drop Smelt for War of Attrition, up to 6 damage on Peck. Air Raid into Peck for 4 Pierce 1. Block 1, take 3, up to 9. Now, all Stevie needs to do is draw the Reflect damage and let maximum chaos ensue. Alrighty, we have an untap, and Stevens go. Come on, draw the... I think Bethany's gonna win this. Again, I eat my words every time I claim somebody's the winner before the game is over. But if Steven draws a Reflect damage here... it's a ramming speed. Darn, I was hoping for chaos. Matrix coming down for the extra defense. You take it. Ramming speed the Sparring Gear. Probably going into Air Raid to maximize the damage. Yep, going into Air Raid. Currently for 6. A 7, 8. 8 Pierce 1. Blocking 1. Blocking 2. Takes 6. Alive. Up one card too many. So wait. No, it is alive on 1. Are you kidding me? Every time. Every time. Every time. No greens. Draw for turn. Well, that helps. Combine after flipping Skydive, and I think that ends it. That is a dead Peck. No. Reflect damage. And Bethany Molina advances to top 4 with Superion over Steven Moss on Peck Sharks. I will say this, though. Peck Sharks has been a breakout deck this format. Sharks, in general, have not seen a whole lot of play since the early days of Season 1. And that was the Pit variant, because that's all that was available at the time. Peck Sharks, I think, are now on the map. So that's what I have to say about that. But Superion making it to top 4. On paper, actually, how many black icons is Steven playing? 15. He has a healthy amount. Plus, this deck wants their characters to be in bot mode. So, Bashing Shield, or Beast Mode, would have done a lot. Superion advancing to top 4 over Peck Sharks. Wow. I will be perfectly honest. I was expecting the exact opposite outcome. I thought Peck Sharks had the edge in this matchup. But boy, was I wrong. And I am saying that purely from a deck, like... How do I put this? From a perspective of what the decks are. Like... I don't know, just something about Superion makes me think that it would just lay down and die to Peck Sharks, but I was horribly wrong. Then again, that might be a result of what happened to Superion during the OI. Magray, anybody? But Superion comes in clutch, wins 2-0 over Peck Sharks. What a match! But that is not all for today, folks. At 9:30 p.m. Eastern, we will have the second top 4 match, and I need to check the schedule on that one. Where is it? Here it is. Oh, I gotta scroll up a little bit. So yeah, our second top 4 match of the night, or of the day, is going to be at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, between Wheeljank and Ozzy, Captain Omega versus Infinite Megatron. Both of those decks have been scrutinized heavily during the testing period. Should be interesting to see what happens when they face off against each other. But we are about 7 hours away from that, so go have lunch, go do whatever, go make yourself some popcorn 7 hours in advance, do whatever you want to do to prep for the next match. We've still got action to come. In the meanwhile, hopefully you enjoyed what you saw here today. If you did, there's a little purple button you can push down below to show that if you're watching this on Twitch, or a little red button down below if you are watching this on YouTube. We'll see you again in about 7 hours for the second top 8 match, but for now, that will do it for this broadcast as Superion and Bethany Molina wins 2-0 over Peck Sharks and Stephen Moss. That will do it for this broadcast. Peace out, y'all.